Hey guys, I've been playing around more with this leather tooling method that I'm trying to develop, and I've made quite a bit of progress. So I figured I would attempt to actually make a complete project in a video, try to sort of give you guys an idea for what the potential this tool has. For anyone that's watching this video for the first time, I recently posted a video where I've been trying to develop a method for tooling leather that instead of using a hammer and traditional leather tooling tools, I use a micromotor with a hammer handpiece attachment to the micromotor. For anyone not familiar with a micromotor, it's similar to like a Dremel or a regular flex shaft rotary tool. Only the hand pieces are interchangeable. So anyway, I figured I would just work on a project in the video to try to show you guys what potential this has. I wanted to tool leather with a more illustrative kind of style, not be kind of refined to defined shapes, and I wanted it to have a more organic, hand-drawn feel. I'm an illustrator, so I'm more comfortable drawing, anyway, so I've been trying to come up with this process, and it seems to be working really well. So the image that I've chosen is this. I like it because it has a illustrative look, so I think it's sort of perfect for this technique. So what I've been doing is first I'm wetting the leather just slightly, and then what I'm doing is I am applying just a touch of this gum trag, just enough to sort of give the surface of the leather a little bit of a tack, just to hold the picture on. That's really the only purpose of this. Because with this process, you don't cut the leather. I'm sort of embossing right into the leather without having to cut it first. I feel like it has more of an illustrative look that way. So now I'm applying my image. So I made a few bits for this already. Right now I'm just going to do the outline to get the basic outline on the leather. So for that, I'm going to use a very narrow bit. I'm going to use this. It is it's not overly sharp, but it comes to a fairly sharp point. Alright. As you can see, instead of rotating it reciprocates like that. So I'm putting it on. I find it works pretty well on about 10% power. And now I'm just gonna go and do the outline so that I could take my paper off. I'm just pressing right over the paper. I put a clear layer of clear tape over the paper just to keep the paper from getting shredded completely during this process. I'm not worrying about the detail right now, I'm just doing the basic general shape. I'm doing it very lightly, by the way. I don't want to commit to any lines because once I get the paper off, I want to be able to refine it. Because the harder I press, the more defined the impression is. So I'm doing it very lightly right now. So I'm not committed to any of these lines. All right, that ought to do it. That gives me my basic shape here. I'm going to take the paper off, and then we'll start putting in the detail. As you can see, it left a Pretty good impression. Now I can just go in. I'm going to put my picture here to use as a reference. As you can see, once the paper's removed, it embosses much deeper. I'm going to go around the outline again now just to darken up everything. Alright, I'm going to start adding all the details in here, and I will come back. But as you can see, it holds detail really nicely. What I like about this tool is you can basically get effects as if you're like pencil drawing effects. Can't really do that with tooling, at least not easily. Alright, let me make a little more progress here, and I will come back when I have something else to show you. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see, I filled in a little bit of detail. And here, I'll give you a closer look. There's the original. So it's coming along, and I really think I like this machine, this technique. I gotta refine it a little bit, but as you can see, I've been doing some cross-hatching, some shading, some tight line work, and I did this. So far, I got this far with just three tools. Let me show you the tools that I've. Well, first let me show you this one. This is the fine. This bit right here is the fine bit. I'm using this to do the really fine cross hatching. Let me show you here. See that, and the second bit that I'm using this bit. It's a little bit wider, and this one is good for filling in larger areas. Or doing thick lines. See there. And then I have a bit that is basically in between those two. The medium bit in the middle is what I did most of the primary outlines with. And then I did the fill work with the big bit, and then I used the fine bit to go and refine and do all the cross-hatching. I just like this machine because it doesn't have the look. It definitely achieved the look I was going for. I really wanted to mimic the drawing, which is very, very illustrative, and where the lines went out of bounds. So it basically had a pencil-drawn look. And I think the machine definitely achieves that. I'm really happy with it. See if I can get closer and show you some of the detail. You can see all that cross hatching, and I got this got done really quickly, and it really does have that effect. And not only that, if you can see, it's very thin leather. This isn't proper tooling leather. This is, I don't know, I want to say maybe 2 millimeters thick, 1.5 millimeters maybe. So it's thin vegetable dyed leather. If this was proper tooling leather where it was thicker, this would come out even better. But to me, this is great, especially for this is the first project I've done with this machine. So I have quite a bit of experimenting to do to get it even better. But I think even at this stage, I think it's great. Let me dye this a little bit to see if I could get the color to come out a little bit better. Let me see, what can I do here? I've never used this dye before, so I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work, but let's give it a shot. The goal is to try to get the dye in the small detail and see if that could get the details to pop. I need to get a little bit more water on there. This is, by the way, this is Fiebing's antique finish, mahogany antique finish. Dry this off. Yeah, that looks good. That really brings out cross-hatching quite a bit. Anyway, I got quite a bit more work to do on this, so let me get to it. But I think that pretty much gives you guys an idea what this machine can do. By the way, this is the machine that I'm using is a Marathon 3. You can get it on Amazon. It's very cheap. It's like $100. It comes with two hand pieces, a rotary, and then they call it a contra angle. It's a right angle rotary. It doesn't come with the hammer hand piece that I'm using to do the tooling. That you got to buy separately. I found it on Alibaba. There's a dental supply store on Alibaba that sells the hammer hand piece separately. So you can get the rotary tool, I mean the micromotor for I think $89. And then this hammer hand piece was another $80. So you can get the whole kit for about $160. That's about it. I made the tool bits. They are 2.3 millimeters, and then I just grind them down to whatever shape I want. I'm going to experiment with some different shapes and see how that works. Anyway, that's about it. If you want to see more progress on this experiment, definitely consider giving me a subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible so I could start doing some real edited content. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll really enjoy some of the videos I have planned for the future. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Take care.